After a fierce political battle over contentious issues during July's extraordinary session, this month's session kicked off with plenty of turbulence between the main political parties. For more on the key issues, we have our political correspondent An Sung-jin with us in the studio. Welcome, Sung-jin.
Thanks for having me, Soo-jin.
All right, so let's get right into it. So the extraordinary session for August kicked off earlier than scheduled. So what was the reason behind this?
The National Assembly's extraordinary session for this month would have convened automatically on August 16th. However, at the request of the main opposition People Power Party, the session officially began last Sunday, that is August 2nd. Now, despite beginning early, parliamentary activity is expected to remain limited until around the ruling Democratic Party's National Convention on the 17th. The DP's ongoing leadership race alongside peak summer vacation season is appearing to delay legislative business. The PPP criticized the delay, accusing the ruling party of pushing legislation to speed up bill processing, while effectively suspending parliamentary activity for nearly 2 weeks. DP lawmakers say they will be focused on regional primaries in the tightly contested leadership election, with party officials expecting the next plenary session to be held as early as August 13th.
I see. Then what are some of the issues that are expected to be proposed during this month's session?
Right, so the ruling party is set to push ahead with a series of revisions aimed at speeding up the passage of legislation and curbing opposition filibusters. The first bill expected to be put to a vote is the so-called fast-track bill, which would shorten the legislative review period from a maximum of 330 days to just 90 days. The PPP launched a filibuster against the measure in July, but the debate ended with the close of July's extraordinary session, leaving only a final vote. Other amendments to the National Assembly Act would be proposed, especially in regards making it easier to end filibusters by lowering the threshold to introduce a motion to close debate. Now, this includes allowing committee chairs to be replaced if they are found to have deliberately delayed the legislative proceedings. And DP lawmakers are also considering banning unauthorized audio equipment during plenary sessions following an incident last year when a lawmaker used a wireless microphone after his official microphone was cut off during a filibuster. The PPP, however, has vowed to resist what it calls the ruling party's attempt to rewrite parliamentary rules.
Right, and last but not least, Sung-jin, the leadership party for the ruling party is nearing. So what can you tell us about this?
Right, so the ruling Democratic Party has its national convention in almost a week's time. That is on August 17th, and it is a three-way race. The race for the leadership has tightened after the first 2 rounds of regional voting resulted in a razor-thin contest between candidates Chung Cheong-rae and Kim Min-seok. Last Sunday, Chung won the Busan, Ulsan, and Gyeongsang-namdo province regional primary, defeating Kim by around 3 percentage points. The result came a day after Kim narrowly edged Chung in the opening Chungcheongdo province's regional vote by just 0.44 percentage points, a margin of only around 300 votes. Combined results from the first 2 regional contests now put Chung slightly ahead of Kim, while Song Young-gil remains in 3rd place. Chung continues to attack Kim over his past departure from the party and highlighting his own role in the party.
We overcame the illegal December 3rd martial law declaration, and through that, the Lee Jae-myung administration was born. The people saved this country, and I will take the lead in making the government a success.
Meanwhile, Kim united with the other candidates Hong to raise concerns over factional politics within the party.
When the ruling party and government are out of sync, elections become unstable and the stock market wavers. If that instability continues, even the gateway to our golden era will begin to shake. Should our mission be thrown off course?
With the margin between the top 2 candidates still under 1 percentage point, analysts say the Democratic Party leadership race remains too close to call.
All right, we'll continue to keep an eye on how things unfold. So thank you so much for coming today, Sung-jin.
My pleasure as always.